Hey, what's up, guys? Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, what's up, guys? Nice enough, and welcome to another tech video. Today's video is a review video. Yes, I haven't done that for a while, to be honest. Last one was like the Sony MDR MV1 studio headphones, which I reviewed it for, one-time use, and honestly, it's still really good headphones. And also because I just feel like I need to change PC build videos to something else, like review videos, and finally I can review something. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the Sony. We're going to be talking about the Sennheiser HD350BT, the Bluetooth entry-level-ish, you could say entry-level-ish, headphone that's around ear, and that supposedly, for the price point, hopefully it's good. Or so I thought it would be. Let's get to the review, shall we? So this is the box, as you guys can see. Nice looking box with all the information. Yes, it does fold. Yes, it supports a couple of audio codecs, which, by the way, a lot of headphones don't, and that's what really shines for these general Sennheiser headphones, like aptX 8, aptX, and then aptX low latency, pretty nice, and also AAC, pretty cool. 30 hours of battery life with voice assistant. Does have a microphone, of course, and overall looks interesting, at least on the box. Yeah. What it comes with it is these papers, because of course it will come with the papers. The Type-C connection, yes, it's Type-C charging, which is nice, and it's very long cable. And also, look at that, they branded cable. Oh, come on, it's right here. Look, branded cable. That's nice. And this is what you get: the Sennheiser HD350BT. Now, let me just say, once I opened the product and I checked it out and tried to use them, I was surprised and disappointed, if that makes sense by any chance. Surprise is that it didn't feel the way I hoped it wouldn't feel like. If not, it felt like a really sturdy plastic, a really strong plastic. It felt like a strong build headphone. But with that also comes with a couple of disappointing build decisions, if that makes sense. Starting off with the top part, the padding is thin as hell. I mean, it's literally some people might get uncomfortable, some people just wouldn't mind. For me, it's kind of a half scenario where a couple of times I feel like I should just push a little bit to the top just to feel a little bit of comfort. Should have had a little bit of padding. At least there's something to protect from your headphones being squashed by plastic. So it's a plastic with a thin layer on top of it, so it's okay. Overall, the clamping, there's no clamping force in this that it's annoying. If it wasn't for the ear cups, which about that, it will feel just fine. The clamping is not that strong. If not, there isn't that much. For the price point that it gets, especially on the discount I got for a really cheap price point, it's fine. It's really good. But the ear cups are the thing that annoys me. It is such a tight designed ear cups. If you have small ears, that should be fine, specifically for those people. But if you have a medium to big ears, which I would say mine is not exactly small, but more like normally size ears in general, it enters and all, but it feels like it should have been bigger. Like the ear cups should have been a little bit more bigger, which a lot of people also mentioned the same thing. It's not as comfortable, and if not, it's a bit tight. And I would say that was probably one main issue to the design of it, which is surprising because, again, it is trying to compete against a couple of headphones out there, not only from companies like Anker, but mostly Sony, which, by the way, I've used a couple of Sony headphones out there, especially the CH720N, which is kind of, well, it's mostly against the 450BT, but it's kind of like in that area where it's trying to compete. But comparing to the 720N, they not only has noise cancellation, but at least while the plastic of that is a little bit fragile and it kind of feels like it's going to break, at least it feels comfortable to wear them. It's something that these don't exactly do that well, if that makes sense. They're comfortable, but not in terms of the ear cups themselves, which is probably the main biggest thing they should really concentrate on, and they didn't really do that well. So yeah, yeah. The other thing is in terms of connectivity and buttons and whatnot. While I don't mind the buttons, I actually do like them. The audio switch is a little bit weird. It's a slide rather than buttons. There are a couple of things here that kind of get confused. I have to use the manual to figure out what it is. There's no audio jack. Yeah, there's no audio jack. There's no audio jack and no noise cancellation. That's one thing. That's actually the difference between the 450BT. They look the same, but the 450BT at least has a audio jack and also noise canceling. These don't. Other than that, the both of them design-wise is the same. But yeah. So if you do want an audio jack, you probably won't like the 450BT of Sennheiser or anything else really. The Sony's CH720N or the Anker ones as well. They do have headphone jack. These don't. I don't know why, but they don't. While they don't have noise canceling, the design of it does at least passively, by a little bit, blocks out a bit of audio. You do hear things from outside, but it's not as much. I guess that's one of the reasons why they made this weird design ear cup. It does block a bit, but not to that extent. And I would say it's like something that Sennheiser tried to do, but they kind of failed on the actual design. I like the fact that it blocks a bit without noise cancellation, but they kind of made it a bit too tight. The audio wise, it's out of the box, you already feel like you need to change. It didn't feel right. First of all, bass wise, not that great. It's kind of known from Sennheiser, they're not exactly care about bass. But in terms of Bluetooth headphones, you should care about bass, and probably the high-end models like the Ascentum and the Momentum headphones. But those are high-end. These are towards low-end price points. But those probably support for bass. Giving a little bit of bass for these would have been better. I feel like even if it's low price point, should have had a little bit of bass. I mean, heck, like I said, Anker headphones have good bass. Freaking Sony's CH720 surprisingly have a good bass. I mean, heck, any other company out there. These don't. And even when you use the app, which by the way, the what's it called again? Sennheiser Smart Control app. It's good. It's good. It's actually really nice to deal with. The AQ app is great to deal with the audio and whatnot. But even when I make the bass as high as possible, it feels unnatural. It doesn't feel that much. If not, it feels meh. It did change a bit, but not to that extent. I would say the bass on these are even with app control, which are, by the way, great app. It didn't really help that much. But still, a really good app though. I'm actually surprised on that part. Now, for those who don't know, I am a big fan of Sennheiser in terms of wired headphones. Again, I've used the HT449, the old one, still really nice, but it's old. I've upgraded to the HT599 SE, the black edition. Still really good. Open back, really good for editing. Heck, my gaming headphones that I've been using a lot of gaming headphones till now, and then I changed finally to the Sennheiser GSP302, the black edition. Still working. Every gaming headset I had before, just no longer using it anymore. These are just, my god, great. Heck, I even had the CX80S, the earphones, the wired earphones. And those are build-wise weird, but still sounds good and still does a job. But when it came to these where I kind of got a little bit disappointed and confused. They didn't do the job I was hoping for, but they did do a couple of good things comparing to other competitors, especially when again, I don't know why I keep mentioning these, but they do have bad quality build in terms of externally, which is the CH720 from Sony. But in comfort and noise canceling, couple features, heck, even the Sony ones have audio jack on every single model, even except for the CH520, but those are on-ear headphones. But on-ear, all of them have audio jacks, which these don't. And that's what really disappointed me. The mic quality on these, that, you know, at this price point, you just expect what you expected. Any company out there, actually. But usually they are mediocre. But here's an audio test.
This is a sound test for the microphone of the 350BT from Sennheiser, and that's how I sound like.
So yeah, that's how it sounds like. It is what you get for these price points. So, would I recommend these headphones? Well, I don't know. Would I? Like I said, I've used many headphones out there, including the Sony headphones. I use them a lot. I work with a lot of headphones, but those are the most ones I used. I've used the 1000 XM5s. I've used the Altware from Sony's, which are really good bass ones. And I've used the 720N, the CH720N from Sony's. I've seen other companies out there. I've used Apple's ones too, but those are heavy as hell. But in terms of price point, the competition is mostly less, but there's a couple of good options. And unfortunately, when it comes to the winner, it is going to go with the Sony 720N. I've seen headphones of Anker, and a lot of people think it's great. Technically speaking, kind of. The audio quality is great. The comfort and build is depending on one to the other. But I still wouldn't go with Anker just because I don't feel less comfortable. I used Anker products before. They're great, but in terms of audios, depends. Again, Sennheiser, even if you want to go with a HD 450BT, which are better option because noise canceling and an audio jack, let's be honest. But in terms of build quality, if it's the same, then there's that little issue. And unfortunately, while I hate the build quality of the 720N and a couple of things here and there, and the app, I really don't like Sony headphone apps. Really, not that much. If not, it actually got worse. In terms of features and things here and there, yeah, I would still recommend the Sony CH720N. Noise canceling, audio jack, the controls are good. Build quality is not exactly something I would feel comfortable with, but I have to go with those. But if you're a Sennheiser fanboy like me, I would probably recommend you to go with the 450BT. But if you're on the budget, you could go with these. I do have to mention they also do support for multiple device connection, a multi-point connection, which I was surprised. I didn't even know about that. They don't mention the box. They probably should, but it does feature that, which is nice. It's really cool. But the ear cup, that's probably the one thing I hate the most. I don't know why I really want to talk about the ear cup because that really annoys me. It just, why it has to be so thin? Why it has to be so small? I don't know. I like Sennheiser products. I probably would recommend if you want to spend a lot more, if you're not going with the low budget and going with the mid to high end budget, at a very least go with the Sennheiser Ascentum headphones, really good headphones, or the Momentum headphones if you want to go to the high end ones. I think they're a really good option from Sennheiser, but in terms of low end headphones, they kind of disappointed me in that one. I was expecting more and I got less, and I'm still gonna use them, you know, especially if my earphones die off, but they're not bad, and especially for using for movies, they're not that bad, even though they lack bass. And again, the app control is great. I mean, they really should, especially from Sony, hey, learn from Sennheiser. They're really good. The app is great, it's decent, it's simple, and it's not that weirdly packed with a couple useless stuff. So that's something I really like about the app. But in terms of the product, well, there's a couple good things about them. They kind of disappoint me in a couple of the, comfort features and a couple of other features too. Build quality though, still did a good job though. Just not the comfort. So if you guys want to check those headphones, it's come to the description down below, especially these. It's all in the description down below. If you guys have any comment or any opinion or anything that you guys could recommend rather than these products, comment down below as well. Share this video, give a like, subscribe to for more content. Share to your friends, your family, your pets, who cares. Hit the bell icon. Make sure we can reach to 1,000 subscribers, because please, let's get there. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys in next tech video, or next video in general. Peace.